Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to finish up this program in Visual Basic. What we have been doing is we have been making I'll show you guys. We've been making a quotes generating app. So once you click the button inspiration, it gives you an inspirational Blackable quote. And same thing with love, same thing with power. So where we left off is that we have only one thing left to do, and that is, oh wait, let me show you again. Sorry. Well, two things left to do. One pesky little thing, and then whatever. So we have to go through and take off these real quick. That takes 2 seconds. So we'll just do that first. And then one of the issues that we were having is that when you generate a random number out of five, you're going to have lots of repeating numbers, and we don't really want that in the um, you know there's one. See it? Uh, eh, did it again. Okay, so yeah, you see there's repeating numbers. When you have a really big array or word bank or whatever you want to call it, when you have a really big one, it won't do that. But since we only have five items, it obviously does that. So let's first take off the author author names on this string. Da-da, da-da. Oops. Okay, and now that's done. Problem one is solved. Now, last thing is we have to do another variable. What is it? We have to do, let's do int another, no, not another random number. We have to do, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, it is a random number. Old number. That's what we have to do. Sorry. Dim old old number as int. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right, so now we have old number as integer. So what we're gonna do is very simple. It's very, very simple. We're going to just assign. Actually, it's not that simple. False. I lied to you. First of all, we're going to assign. Um, yeah, this should work. This should work. We're going to assign old number equals int random at the end of this. And now we have to put all of this in an if else statement, because basically what we want to happen is we want it to check for the old number first. And then if it's not the old number, we want it to generate a new number. Well, not quite. Try that again. Scratch that. Scratch what I said. What we want to happen is we want it to check with the new number if it is the old number. So basically, we want to make an if else statement that kind of says if your new number does not match your old number, then you give me a quote. Else, you start over again. Um, Basically, and just give me another number, essentially. Um, and then we go through the process again. So first, what we want to do, we did this old number part right here. I'm gonna wing it and see if this works. Because I usually like to look at old code to make sure I'm doing it right, but I'm just gonna wing it. And also, that's the thing when you're doing coding, it's not about knowing and remembering all the code. It's really just about being able to figure it out, like your process, and then being able to find the code that matches what your process is. So don't feel weird if you don't memorize all the code or whatever. Just know that it's the thinking part that happens. That's the requirement. The coding part is like, look, if you muck it up, it's fine. You can fix it. You can Google. We have Google now. We have books, whatever. Um, so let's start with if no, we have to generate a random number first. Um, so let's take this out, and then we'll leave that out. So many spaces. We'll leave that out, and then we'll say if int rand does not equal old num old number, Geez, I haven't done a then statement for a while. I think this is right. Then, um, yes, this should work. This should work. I say that like I have, I have all the confidence in my own stuff, and it's really funny to me. Yeah, we're gonna add that to it too, and then add that to it too. Okay. Else, else if, no, else, um, I think we'll just do it again. Else, rand equals rand gen next to 4. All right. So let's try that. That might work because basically all I wanted to do is I want to populate a number, give me a random number. Then we're going to check. We have one error. I think I have to put an else if. Is that what I have to do? No. End if. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, cool. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. um, if what we want it to do basically is we want it to, um, when we click the button inspo, we want to generate the random number. That's the first step. The next step is we want to check the random number against the old number. Why does it keep doing that? That means I might be not doing it right. That may not be the right syntax. I think it is in some syntaxes like that, but we may have to Google and see if that's the right syntax. So anyway, um, if int rand number does not equal um, old number, then we're going to do this thing. So let's see. Let's just make sure. Oops. Okay, yeah, that's not the right one. This should be the right one. Okay, that is the one that should be does not equal for Visual Basic. I googled it on my phone. I googled it on my phone. Okay, so let's try it now. Let's build. We shouldn't have any errors because I don't see any errors down here. And now let's debug it and see if the code works. So we're doing the first one, inspo. Let's go. I think it repeated. It's still repeating. Yeah. Well, that's pesky. Why is it doing that? Hmm. Now we've got a problem. Maybe, maybe, let's see. It's not doing what we want it to do. So now you have to kind of figure out why it's not doing that. So let's think through this. Button input. This may be a very simple solution to the problem, and I just don't know it, which is also very reasonable. Like I don't know everything. I'm not God. So it is what it is. Um, so let's see. Int random equals randgen next whatever. Cool, got it. If it doesn't equal the old number, then do this. Else regenerate the number. End if end if int rand num That seems like it's wrong. It's definitely wrong. Why am I giving... I'm having a million different in sub expected. Let's see. Why is it giving me... It's throwing a lot of errors when I do that. That's not good. So that can't be right. Um, hmm. Oh, you know what? I should flip it. I should flip it. Okay, so what I should do instead, um, is do the error check first and not do the actual action first. So what I should do is if equals old number, then this. And then if it doesn't equal it, we put it here. Now this should work properly. Okay, now let's build it on debug it. Okay, 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 okay. Here we go again. Why did it give me the same one like 100 times? Interesting. So it's still not working quite how I want it to work. I don't know why that's happening. Hmm. Hmm. That seems stupid, but I'll do it anyway. I feel like this is just gonna break it, but let's see what happens. So what I did here is just to make sure it doesn't give me the same number again. I just put an else if to make sure, like, double check, like, bro, I don't want it to be the same number. Like, don't give me the same freaking number. And see if that works. Let's just see if that works. Who knows? Nope, we're still doing it. Unless I'm doing a mistake here, but I'm pressing the button, so. Mm, you know what? What we're gonna do, 'cause I don't know the answer either at the moment. I feel like would a while statement be better for this? I feel like it should work with an if then statement. It's just not that difficult. This is the most simple if else statement in the whole entire planet, and I'm not sure why it's not working. I don't know. Oh, you know what we can test? Why don't we just test it? Let's just do a box. I'm gonna test it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I want to see what's happening. That's really bugging me. So we're gonna do a new box. Copy, paste, and all I want in this box is to see the number that pops up. That's all I want to see. Label one, we're going to call it label number. Okay. So what I want to see is the number that happens. And let's see if I can do this really simply. Um, LBL number text equals. This may not be that simple, but we're going to see. Okay, well, we'll see if that works. All right, build. Seems suspicious, but it might work. Seems very suspicious, but we'll see what happens. Um, okay, two, okay, three, two, three, one, zero, one, two, one, three, three, two, one, two, zero, three, two, zero, three, three, zero. That's so weird. That's so weird. It does it like much more rarely, but it still occasionally does it. I don't understand. Is it me? So strange. Well, that's how you would possibly do it, I guess. I don't know. That's almost correct. That's that's like a 90. It's like a 90 out of like 100, I guess. Like you almost got there. Um so we're at a little bit of a standstill here. Um so I guess, thanks for watching. Uh, we'll have a part 6 where I figure out why this doesn't work how it's supposed to work. So, yeah, if you're here or you have the answer and you know why it's not working, by all means tell me. If you have any other ideas why it's not working, let me know, please, because I'm kind of at a standstill. I'm not really sure why it's not happening how it should happen. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one.